Check 1 2, check 1 2. Mommy on the Rocks, Casey Chopz. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at MIA on the Rocks. Follow us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Today's guest, big shout out to Vanessa from OneLoveCakes. How are you?
Awesome. I'm doing great.
So my producer Mac sent me your IG. He's like, bro, look at this girl, bro. She does the cakes. Like when you see cakes, you're like, yo, how did they make that? You know what I'm saying? It's
Yes.
like what like goes actually into that to like do some shit like that. And I saw you've done cakes for like. Can you talk about like some of the celebrities you've done cakes for?
I've been very fortunate that I've been contacted by a lot of celebrities. I guess my name is being passed around in Miami, so I'm very proud of that. So this past week I did DJ Irie's cake, and the week before I did Trippie Red. So it's been very cool. I'm getting to do all these cakes.
Wow. So talk about like, someone who makes cakes, like you don't really meet a lot of people who like specialize in that, and you do it like.
No, I don't. I don't meet a lot of people that do this. So it's very time consuming. It's an artist type of thing. Like you really have to have an eye for it, and you have to be kind of well-rounded in so many different fields.
But it's like luxury cakes. Like what made you want to like, were you always into baking?
No, actually, I don't like baking. To be honest, I actually don't like baking. I'm actually an artist since I was a kid. And I did this for the first time 10 years ago. I was doing it for fun, just to surprise my sister. And when I did it, they were like, oh, wow, are you doing this as a profession? And I'm like, no. And from there, it just ignited something in me.
What did you do, though? Like, what was the first cake you made?
It was a Romeo Brito flour and a Hello Kitty cake because my sister and my little cousin have the same birthday. And I was living in Orlando. I came down on a bus holding these two cakes. I didn't even know how they made it. But ever since then...
Would you like go on YouTube or something?
Yeah, that's exactly how. Actually, Cake Boss was one of my I'm a visual learner, so I used to watch him, and then after that, I just started YouTubing, reading books, and I'm all completely self-taught.
Wow, how long have you been doing this?
10 years now.
10 years. So, is it how does it become like a full-time career for you? Is it like you make a couple cakes and now you find yourself making cakes every weekend for like weddings and shit?
So when I first began, it was really off and on, but now this is something I do full-time. At one point I was, running with 3 jobs to support my cake business. And now I've gotten to a point where I am successfully just doing cakes, and it's been a long journey, but I'm super proud to have gotten there.
Wow. Do you have people under you or like?
Basically, it's a family-run business. So when I got like 50, 60 orders a week, I call in the whole family. I call in the tribe. Yeah.
50. You sometimes have 50 orders.
Yeah. So my record is last year for Easter, I did like 70 cakes in 3 days.
What?
Yes.
That's crazy.
And this is all like in my bakery in my house that I converted my garage into a bakery, and with a regular oven.
And you say you're from Hialeah?
Yeah.
What's your background? Cuban?
Cuban.
Okay. Wow, that's dope. So you've been making cakes for 10 years. Like, what are there any other like run-ins you've had with celebrities where it's like?
Yes, I've done, well, back in the day, one of my jobs was in the nightlife. So that gave me the opportunity to meet a lot of celebrities. And then I was constantly always promoting myself and just giving out cards, or sometimes I would try to do cakes for promo. And that's really what's gotten me in the door with a lot of people, or just me myself reaching out to managers or people and just saying, hey, if you ever need a cake, I'm here for you. I do novelty cakes. That's what I specialize in.
Is that what it's called, novelty cakes? Novelty like the custom cakes and stuff?
Novelty cakes are more like custom objects. Like I'll make your shoe, a purse, like objects, cars. That's really what I specialize in.
If you could think of, so you've easily made like over 500 cakes in your life, which is crazy. But if you could think of one cake that stands out to you, like, do you have like a cake of something that you made? What?
So the cake that really has, for me, put me on another level, and I'm really proud of is like I make purse cakes that you can actually like hold in your hand and walk with them as if they're real purses,
and then like take a bite out of it,
and then go and take a bite out of it. Yeah, I think those are like my favorite cakes that I've been making, and that's really where it's put me on another level.
What is one of the old school cakes that you made that sticks out to you?
Old school cakes that I've made that stick out to me. A couple years ago, I made this clown from like the horror stories, and that thing looks so realistic. It was actually scary to look at. It was so cool.
How does it work? Like you have to sculpt it? Like how do you?
Yeah, so those novelty cakes, that's why they're a mission to make.
There's art to it, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of art to it, and you have to know how to carve. So basically you bake sheets of cake, or like large rectangles of cake, and then you go layer by layer stacking them, and then you start carving them, just like if you were like sculpting What is these things called when you sculpt
like stone
sculptures? Like that. So that's basically the whole process of it, but it takes several hours, and the cake has to be chilled in and out.
Do you start with like drawing what you're gonna do, and then?
No, actually, I am like a professional procrastinator. So I'm like the type of artist that just like has to jump in. Like I'm not good at. I don't work. I'm freestyle like all day. Yeah, I can't. I'm not one that's like gonna sketch it out, and no, I just like go in, and that's really when my imagination lets loose.
Wow, how long does it take you to make one?
Well, lately I've been putting on like a timer because Trippie Red's cake was a crazy build, and I did it in 24 hours.
What?
When normally it would take like 3 days or so.
How much do you charge for something like that? That's a cake that takes.
So it always depends on the design, honestly. But as of right now, like all my cakes are minimum 150 and up.
Yeah.
So, but in reality, like the bigger it is, the more servings it is, because how we charge is by serving. So even if you want a cake for 2 people, but you want a 4-tier cake, you know, I charge by like serving size.
Got you. So you say you come from nightlife? You worked in nightlife?
Yes, I did. I worked at Mango's and at Cameo.
Wow. Because I come from nightlife. So was it like... Because I think people in nightlife dream about escaping the nightlife and finding like a daytime hustle or something that could get them out of the nightlife. Was that for you? Like, finally, I can leave nightlife.
Actually, when I started doing cakes in Orlando, so when I moved down from Miami back to Miami, I had to get like a quick job that I could make quick, easy money. So that's why I jumped into Mango's, because I heard, you know, you can make good money quick. So I had already been doing the cakes, but I needed another income in order for me to like, you know, take care of myself as I built myself up in Miami. Since I started in Orlando. Yeah.
Okay. So you were born in Miami?
I left to Orlando for 2 years for school.
You went to UCF?
I was at Valencia. I was supposed to go to UCF. I ended up just coming back and just running with the cake thing.
Yeah, he went to UCF. That was Valencia. Those were
I loved it out there. It was an experience.
I haven't been to Orlando since then.
Oh, really?
Since like 10 years ago, bro.
Oh, wow.
I haven't been to Orlando since the last time. That's crazy. I've had
it's
no issue.
It's a lot of fun out there.
Yeah. That's crazy. So what comes next? Like, dang, I wonder, like, how do you, like, what can you do in a cake that's never been done before? Have you thought about that? Like, how to, like, just take it to, like, the next level?
So, honestly, the past few months, I've literally been buying every single tool, jigsaws, all different types of tools, all different types of drills and stuff, because I've been learning how to, like, cut wood. Because in order for you to build such a big cake, you need to have a good structure, like in between, like, to hold the cake up.
Okay.
So when you're building huge cakes, you have to have like a solid structure. If not, they'll bend or break. So, and like for the purse cakes, I've been doing like wood structures, because like that I can do. I put threaded rods down the cake in order for me to like connect the chains and be able to carry it. Wow. So I've turned into my own type of little engineer in a way, because that's how I've been really putting on these next level cakes. Like for Trippie Red's cake, I had to cut a whole bunch of wood to make like the base of the cake, because it sat above the cake board, so it would look like an actual car with the wheels. So yeah.
Damn, like what can you do to a cake though? Like can we put like a bottle of like Jameson in like the cake, and it like dispenses Jameson through the cake, or do we make a cake like a balloon and it's a floating cake? Like
so that cake that you just said right now about before, we can definitely do that. I've been learning recently, coincidentally, that you say that how to make like a barrel, for example, that the cake actually looks like a barrel, and then when you go to dispense, it actually dispenses the liquor. Wow. Haven't done it yet, so that's probably something I'm gonna be doing soon. But I was recently like looking into it, how to do it and stuff like that, but it's really cool. That's something I really want to do, actually.
So how do you take it to the next level? Are you trying to expand outside of Miami? Do you have clients? Is it something you could ship to people? Like, so
no, the custom cakes, as of right now, I've had a lot of people from out of state call me and ask me that question. I just haven't tested it out yet, because I'm sure it could be sat in maybe like dry ice and stuff like that, but I just haven't gotten there yet to like want to do that I feel confident enough that the cake is actually gonna make it you know, in all complete. I mean, I would fly out a cake. I've gone to different, I've driven cakes to Orlando. I've done wedding cakes to Orlando.
You've gone on an airplane with a cake?
I've gone on airplanes with cake, to New Hampshire.
Like, just like guarding it with your life.
Yeah,
sure. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do they tell you at TSA?
Well, one time I was going to New Hampshire for a baby shower, and the cake was like 4 tiers. And I really didn't think this through because it was the first time I took a tiered cake. I've taken like 1 tiers, but it's the first time I took a tiered cake. And I didn't think about it like when I went through TSA because it can't go through the machine.
Yeah.
So I had the entire TSA line like held up. Everybody was like rambling and stuff, trying to get like boxes for me. So I had to
like, is this terrorist bringing explosives through a cake?
Yeah.
Like, yo, they're not gonna get us. Good try, pal. Like, yo.
I literally had to pull apart each tier so they could be able to run it through the TSA checkpoint
and
and
just
stuff.
build it back again.
Build it back. Yeah, it was crazy. It was an experience for sure.
I mean, do you eat cake? Are you like a cake eater?
No, I don't eat cake.
Well, let me guess. That shit is nasty to you?
No, I guess since now I make it, I just lost the desire for it. You know?
Yeah, right. You're around it all the time. I could imagine that.
So I don't even like taste like any. All my friends and family, everybody like, don't throw away the scraps. Like, but I'm like, I don't even try it because I've just back then before I made cakes, I used to love to eat fondant and peel it off and eat pieces. But now I'm just like, oh, no thanks.
It's like makes you sick.
Yeah, I'd rather eat cookies now or like spoonfuls of Nutella.
Yeah, shit. Nutella cake, you did. I know. I'm sure you've done a Nutella cake.
Yes, I love Nutella though.
Damn. Okay, so are you thinking about hiring any employees? You're gonna keep it like an in-family thing, or
no? I do plan on expanding. I do plan to hopefully in the next year have a location and maybe franchise it out and just have multiple locations that offer the same thing. You know, build up the OneLoveCakes logo and stuff like that, and teach people. That's also another thing that I really want to do. I do have a YouTube channel. I just haven't. I've been a little off about it, but I do plan on jumping back on there and really teaching because I really enjoy
a YouTube channel on how to make the cakes.
How
like
to make the cakes, yeah.
I mean, I got a nice kitchen and cameras and shit. So we got to talk about business. If you want to, curate your content in an actual studio.
That's really where my real passion comes out, like teaching. And I try to help all other fellow bakers that are trying to learn. So that's something I really want to go in my direction and really like expand and inspire kids. I got a lot of kids that like want to come and just do cakes for fun.
Be creative.
Yeah, and it's good for the kids. Yeah, it lets them get creative.
That's dope. Are you a cook in just general? Like, are you?
So I cook when I meal prep when I have to, if I'm like working out. But normally I'm at my mom's house every day for dinner.
Damn. See, sounds like the life. So okay. Have you ever seen the show Nailed It?
Yes, it's the funniest show ever. I actually thought about sending my mom because my mom is the best helper ever, but as many times or as many years she's been helping me, she always ends up doing it like opposite of what I say. So I was like, man, my mom would be perfect to send to Nailed It. Yeah, that's the funniest show. You have to watch it.
Damn. Have you ever made like a cake, spent mad time, and it just like drops?
Yeah. Yeah, I have. Actually, it happened to me. It happened to me recently. I sliced my finger actually 3 weeks ago, and I had a baby shower. I had to rush to the hospital, get stitches. I got 9 stitches. And then I had to call in everybody to help me do the cake because I really couldn't do pressure with my hand. And fondant, if you were to actually do cakes one day, you would be like, damn, like you would be busting a sweat because it's a lot of work. Just rolling out the fondant is a backbreaker. So I had everybody come out. We did the cake. We were an hour late to the baby shower. We get to the baby shower. They go to put the cake on the column, the little circular columns that are now used, and the cake just fell straight to the floor.
Damn. Do you have any other cake horror stories?
So coincidentally, one time I was taking a cake to this farm, and I thought it was Friday, and it was actually Saturday. So it was in the middle of like the boondocks, literally. So I'm here just driving the cake, and I always put him in the back of my car seat, like the trunk that's flat. And we're driving through, and we get to the location. The lady's like, no, it's for tomorrow. So she's like, there's nowhere here to store the cake, so I have to take it back home. So I'm like, okay, I got to take it back home. So as I'm leaving and I'm just going through like these crazy potholes, I see the cake completely like hit a pot. Like when I hit that pothole, the whole cake like jumped up and then went poof and fell completely to the side. So that was a cake disaster too.
Charge it to the game. Are you still, do you like the nightlife still? Where are some places you like to go out when you're not working?
When I'm not working.
What's your vibe?
I like Spanish spots. That's where I normally like to target, but I've been hitting up Amsterdam actually out here in Hollywood. Right here. Yeah. A couple of my friends work there, so I go out there.
That's dope. Yeah, I like the Dominican spots. You've heard of Shorts Bar?
Shorts, yes,
Sure,
I've heard of it.
that
I
shit's
haven't gone to it.
poppin',
I actually went the other day to the Oasis. Well,
How was that?
For Irie's cake.
Right.
It was actually really nice. It's like a really cool, different, like,
I haven't been there yet.
it's really nice. Yeah, I was like, wow, this place, I would like to come here and chill when I'm not actually working. But yeah, it was really nice.
What other places? What else do you like to do in your free time? Like,
I spend it with my family a lot, or travel, hit the beach, go skating. I'm an outdoorsy type of girl.
Yeah, skating, rollerblading. That's what's up. Where's some places you want to travel? Have you? What's on the bucket list?
My bucket list. Actually, I did a cake road trip 2 years ago.
Cake road trip.
Yeah, cake road trip. I just woke up one day and I said, you know what? I need to go find myself. And I baked like 8 cakes. I've frosted them like little 6-inch rounds. And I said at every state, when I stop, I'm going to do a picture and a video decorating each cake in front of the state sign. So I did that.
You did it during COVID? Like during the pandemic? Oh, okay.
Right before. And it was
that's dope.
it was the coolest thing ever. And then I decided to go antiquing. So I would hit up in every state, all the antique stores to try to find like antique whiskers or rolling pins, antique mixers. So in my house, I have like a collection of all these antique stuff from baking, like books and stuff.
Where'd you drive to though?
I drove all the way to New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
From Miami to New Hampshire.
Wow.
Yeah.
With 8 cakes.
Uh-huh.
Jeez.
So becoming an artist, coming from being an artist to a cake, how does that translate?
Are you an artist? You came from being an artist in what sense? Like
I came from being an artist as like a kid. Like I just had that natural art ability.
Like drawing,
like
music?
drawing, and like as a kid, for example, I used to get like boxes, cover them in aluminum foil, and just like make stuff out of that. Like I had a very big imagination. Like or like my older sister, whenever she had like art projects and stuff or any project, I used to do them for her. Like I just have like an easy art hand. Like I can create anything out of anything. Yeah, like when it comes to like party setups or like decor or painting, I'm just hands free. Like I just go in.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So to be a cake artist, like to be a cake decorator, you have to have like that natural art in you. Yeah.
I mean, you got to be hungry to learn it.
Yeah.
First of all, like, damn.
And have that eye and that hand. Yeah.
Yeah. So are you still like, what other type of creative outlets do you like to use? Like as far like you're 100% in the cake, right? Like, damn.
So like cakes nowadays, like I stay all day watching new videos or like trying to update, but like now cakes you can do so much. Like there's edible gelatin that like you can actually make like bathing suits out of gelatin. That's all edible. Like you can like get gelatin and you mix it with like glycerin and stuff like that, and you can like actually paint on your body this like gelatin, and then you can even go in the pool in it and stuff, and it's all edible. Like you can make edible fabric. Like now the stuff is like on a whole nother level. Like the cake decorating is on a whole nother level. I mean, not everybody out here has seen so much of that, but yeah, there's like the things now that you can do with cake, like everything you can make.
Cake technology.
Yeah, you can make like you can make a bottle, like a beer bottle, and look exactly like a beer bottle with sugar, and you like melt it down and you make like the actual clear glass, and it looks exactly like a bottle.
Jeez, that's insane. Plug your social media so people know where to follow you.
Yes, my social media is at OneLoveCakes, spelled out as is.
OneLoveCakes, local business. Make sure you go support that. Her cakes are incredible. Have you had any crazy ideas that a client has came to you and said, I don't know, I just got a divorce, I need to celebrate, I need a cake?
Yes.
Like what is like
I actually did one for a lady one time. She was coming to Miami and she was like, I'm celebrating my divorce, I need a cake that's a heart broken with a Barbie like drunk falling.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Do you have any other ones in your mind that you think of?
Crazy ones. I've done like the bachelorette ones, like the penis ones. Those are like the popular ones. The boobs, ass all day. I get the ass requests all day. We're in Miami, so for Derek Chi, I did a super cool cake. He did like an 80s theme a couple years ago, and we did like it looked like actual bricks of coke, and people were like amazed by like how realistic it looked. Like we wrapped them and everything, and it was like insane. Like everybody went off the wall with it.
Damn. And
So this is the 1 year. Is she gonna do the Miami on the Rocks cake?
Yeah, we gotta talk to you about doing the Miami on the Rocks
yes,
cake.
of course. We gotta do some crazy stuff.
So you grew up in Hialeah.
Yes, I grew up in Hialeah.
Okay, so you knew Derek G and like that. What are some of the what kind of music you're listening to right now?
I listen to a little bit of everything. I love my hip hop, but I also love my Spanish music. So I kind of stick to like my Spanish roots a little because I do love like my Spanish stuff, but I listen to everything.
Is it the newer stuff, the older stuff? Like
the newer stuff, and I do my little like throwbacks of like J-Lo and Mark Anthony type of stuff, you know?
So if you okay, let's see. Bad Bunny or Ozuna?
I like them both. It's a hard one.
Okay, you can't pick?
I can't pick.
Okay, Romeo or Daddy Yankee?
Daddy Yankee.
You're gonna go to the Aventura concert?
Actually, my little sister is trying to get in there, but she's like, yesterday she was on the phone fighting with the people because there's no like handicap accessibility available.
Oh yeah, damn.
Yeah,
They're saying it's gonna be the last one.
Yeah, so my little sister loves concerts and stuff, so she was like livid because she's handicapped and she goes through a lot of struggles. So when she was trying to buy her ticket and there was no handicap accessible, she was like really losing her shit about it.
Damn. Let's see how we gotta fix that.
Yeah.
Okay, what about, let's see. Are you familiar with the new guys like Sech? You like Sech?
No. I do a lot. I stick to a lot of Cuban guys too, like El Chulo.
Oh, you like the Dani and
Humile Dani,
and El Chocolate
El Químico,
yeah. Damn, I need to get my Cuban crate up, like the Cubatón. Like I do.
It's really good.
But I need new songs to play. Everything is just bajanda and
You know, like Mi Negrita. Have you heard Mi Negrita?
Nah, that's new.
It's kind of new. It's been around a little bit now, a couple months. I feel.
Nah, I haven't heard that.
That song is like popping.
Okay, thank you. You got to put me on. You
Mi Negrita is really good.
Yeah. Both your parents are Cuban?
Yes, both my parents are Cuban.
Okay. Were they born over there?
So my mom was born there. My dad was born here. But he basically came. His mom was pregnant when she came to Florida.
Okay.
She came in his belly, so he was.
Okay. That's what's up. How is it owning a business as a woman? Like,
It's very challenging. A lot of people like tend to like second guess you or like try to run circles around you. But as a self-made business owner, I'm very prideful and I try to like help other women follow their dreams and follow their path. But it's been a struggle. Like for me, 6 years ago, I was working like 3 jobs because I was trying to buy my house when I was 24 years old. So I was like breaking my back to buy a house so I could, turn my garage into my bakery, which was my ultimate goal. So now 6 years in, it's been like a roller coaster, but it's been worth every minute of it.
Yeah, I mean, and you've come from nightlife, so I'm sure you're around men. You know how to deal with men. And,
yes, I definitely do.
You have any advice for women, like they're starting a business?
Advice for women: go with your gut feeling always, because it never fails, and to follow your dreams. Like, don't let anybody try to intimidate you or tell you can't do something. The people that are mostly telling you can't do it, they don't want you to do it because they're scared of you being more successful than them.
Gems. Is there anyone you want to make a cake for that you're like, damn? Like, you ever thought about just making a cake like for free for just like a celebrity and trying to see if
I have. I've done a few. I definitely have. I would love to make a cake for Oprah or J-Lo. That would be like dream come true.
Cake for J-Lo.
Because those are two women that are like very inspiring to me.
Yeah.
What would a cake for J-Lo look like?
Yeah, what?
I don't know. Something crazy tall, or maybe like a bunch of tears that are just tears, and then have a bunch of purses on them and shoes that's actually all cake and edible fondant and stuff like that.
I see like your mind like creating right now.
I'm like rhinestoned out. That's
what's up. So are you single? Are you dating?
Yes, I'm single. I've been single now since the end of last year, fortunately, but fortunately I'm very happy like that. I feel like
everyone had their pandemic relationship.
I feel like the pandemic ended mine, so I mean, for the best.
I think it ended a lot of relationships, right?
Yeah, I think you really see people's true colors.
Right? Because before the pandemic, you're always kind of just like wrapped in your own world, you know what I'm saying? And not
running around, and you don't really...
It's like almost like a part-time relationship, but when you're stuck with somebody, you really see like
true
if you
colors.
can live with, That's crazy. How is dating in Miami for you in general? Are you?
That's difficult.
Tough?
It's a tough thing. And since we're so Hispanic populated, Hispanic men are very dominant and very machismo. So it's very difficult for me as a very independent and strong woman to date because I feel I'm a little intimidating, I feel.
So would you rather date like a passive man and not like a machismo and like a...
Yeah, no, definitely not. I love to be with a very strong man, but that also accepts and like respects being with a woman that has a hustle, you know, like not doesn't try to like be above her, but respects her hustle and supports her, you know.
I said that last time. It's like, why are we competing?
Yeah,
like,
I'm not in no competition. At the end of the day, like if I succeed, everybody who's with me succeeds. Yeah. Or I could help build something together, you know, like that's how I see it at the end of the day. But yeah, it's very difficult.
Yeah, everyone says you gotta. People are starting to say you gotta leave Miami, you know, to find love. I might be importing soon. I'm gonna try to import
for real.
From,
let me know.
States, you know, like. Is that what's your sign?
I'm Taurus.
Okay, you're a Taurus.
Yeah.
Why are you throwing up a gang sign, bro? I didn't know zodiacs have gang signs, bro. Relax.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The business model moving forward for your business, as far as the cakes go, is just, you know, just expanding and trying to get more client. Anything you want to do marketing wise?
Marketing wise, I honestly
just to get the brand bigger.
Yeah, I just want to continue to grow my brand. I would like to get maybe like two assistants to start working with me because the load is so heavy, and I do make it happen by myself. But in order to take like more orders and stuff like that, I do need assistants, and then like that, I can, you know, focus a little bit more on my YouTube channel and start, you know, doing like a weekly upload to start teaching and stuff. How many
cakes do you make a week, would you say?
It depends. I mean, sometimes I've made 50 cakes a week, or my average is like 15 cakes a week, which is like, you know, that's like my average weekly, which is good. But if I had like assistants or like...
I got to introduce you to my boy Mike Martinez. He founded Eat Clean, like the meal prep.
Oh, yeah?
So he's delivering like, you know, 300 meals like
That's
twice
crazy.
a week.
That's not easy.
He's got like 20 drivers and crazy systems and maps and has it all digitized now. So
that's good to know.
And he's got a huge kitchen and
if you could see me and my family when I had those like 50 cakes and we had to deliver 30 of them, it was like, I mean, me that I don't really know how to like work a whole map and like, you know, dictate like, okay, you take this route, so everybody was like a list, and I'm just like, hooray, you know, like you do these 4, and like it was a disaster, but we made it happen.
You said you turned your garage into a
bakery. Yeah, my garage is a really cool spot.
Dope.
You gotta come check it out.
Pictures of it?
Yes, I do.
When we get off the pod, I want to see like a custom like.
My floor is like sprinkles, so when you walk on it, it looks like you're walking on sprinkles.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Is it? I'm picturing it being like bright pink and like.
It's colorful, not bright pink. I like white, but I do like to throw in colors. I'm actually doing new things to it right now as well. So that new floor was like my one step, but now I'm like changing it up. I've changed it up already like 3 times, but just trying to get it exactly where I want to be for like my videos and stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely colorful.
How many
bright.
ovens you got?
Just one.
Oh, that's all you need is one?
Yeah. Well, as of right now, I just rock with one, you know, so I'll spend like a whole day baking. It's like flipping all day, like 30 minutes, flip, and get the new ones in and out. Yeah. It's a process.
So she's single. She makes cakes, guys. So you got guys sliding in your DMs like
all day.
Yeah, just like, yo, I want that cake. Like,
I tried to have my older sister because she's very high in management and stuff like that, and in her career. So I tried to get her like during the whole pandemic to run my Instagram account, and she was like, I can't do this. I cannot do this. You have like random messages all day long, like because I try to make my Instagram is just not just cakes all day. I personalize it, and I like to when I deliver cakes, I match my cakes. I like to take pictures. I like to make it fun and like involve me and into it a lot, you know, which is not like how every other cake page is, but that's how I run my page. And my sister's like, I can't do this. Like you have way too many DMs all day long. It's like stupid stuff.
Are you
like,
open? Are you open to guys trying to hit on you through DM?
Yeah, I mean, like it is what it is. Like honestly, I that's like our network now. Like that's how you meet people nowadays. You know, like that's, you know, I'm not on like any dating apps and stuff like that because I don't really like that. But yeah, on Instagram is really like the hub where you're gonna meet people.
So how do you figure out? How do you filter through what DMs you're gonna entertain?
I don't know. It's
you
kind of
go through pictures and shit.
I guess
it's tough. Right?
It's hit or miss. Yeah, some people, like, since my phone number is on my account, people started like randomly messaging me or calling me and stuff like that. So it is a little. Have
you had any
intense.
like dating horror stories from like DM, like going on like, okay, I'm gonna give this guy a chance on DM. Let's go out and
actually, like, I guess I'm a little difficult to date because I'll be like, yeah, and I kind of cancel at the last minute. I don't know. I'm just a little. I feel like too. I also like to date like when you're like out and you just casually bump into somebody. Meet someone like that. Yeah, because you see how they are, and everybody through social media, it's kind of hard to judge them, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's what all the women here have said. Like they'd rather meet somebody or get introduced.
And some people, unfortunately, are like crazy stalkers.
Weirdos and shit.
Yeah,
a lot of weirdos out there.
Unfortunately, yeah.
And it's made women like super guarded, you know, like.
Super. Yeah. So it's hard. It's not easy. The dating life in Miami is not easy. Definitely, we'll say that. But
so, what are your top 3 like pet peeves or like turnoffs?
Okay, like if I talk to anybody and they're like, "Oh, damn, you're like a hustler. You make money. You could be my sugar mama." Like that right there is like, pff, bye.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely hate that because I'm successful, but you're still a man at the end of the day. Like, you trying to live off of me?
Yeah.
What else? I just clingy, I guess, or like people just don't respect your space and stuff like that. Or people too that get jealous of like me making celebrity cakes or me making cakes for people, or
Who gets jealous of like you making a cake, bro? What type of?
You'd be surprised.
Some of these stories are crazy to me. Like,
you'd be surprised.
What man you making a cake for? Like,
yeah, like oh, who's that? Oh, you probably messed with him. Like, no, I just have like. There's a lot of guys that order cakes, you know, like some guys are in charge of that for their kids. Like some men are more into that than the wives, I guess. I don't know, but yeah.
So those are the 3 turnoffs?
Yeah, for the most part.
Damn, there it is. Vanessa, I appreciate you coming through.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we're definitely going to do some business in the future because we're definitely going to need a cake. So
awesome. I can't wait. Going to make some. By the time I do your cake, it'll be like spinning and shooting.
Oh, yeah. Word. It'll like glow. Lights will come out of it and shit. Like it's going to be.
Confetti cannons.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
Vanessa, OneLoveCakes, thank you for pulling up.
Thank you so much.